Hello, today is Friday, April 11th, 2025. I'm Rob Taylor here with your weekly update. Two things we're going to talk about today. One is consumer sentiment, and two is tariffs. Let's start with consumer sentiment. We got a consumer sentiment reading today from the University of Michigan with consumer sentiment reading at 50.8. That is one of the lowest consumer sentiment readings we've seen in the last 50 years. But let's think long term. What has happened in other periods when consumer sentiment has bottomed? In the last 9 times that consumer sentiment has bottomed, in the next 12 months, the S&P 500 has gone up an average of approximately 24%. So what that means is when consumer sentiment is at its low, it's what we would call an investable low enough, which means, is this the low right now the markets are at? Maybe, maybe not. But is it low enough that could be a good entry point to start putting cash at work? Absolutely. Number 2, let's talk about tariffs and the trade war. Yes, there's been a lot of headlines this week, and we actually saw the market spike on Wednesday on news that the tariffs were going to be paused for 90 days for everybody but China. What does that mean? It means that what you're seeing is that this is a crisis, if you will, that's being driven by policy. And that policy changes create it, policy changes can reverse it and bring it back. So as we see policy moderating, we're seeing markets respond positively. Our expectation is that if the U.S. enters into renewed trade agreements with other countries, that the markets will see this as a positive as well, and that markets should react accordingly. We continue to be constructive on the market. We realize that there are a lot of things happening out there, but we are making sure that data and objective facts are driving our decisions here. Lastly, I would like to thank all the clients that joined us earlier this week on the webinar with JP Morgan Chase, where we covered this and other topics. Those slides are available for you to review and download on our website. If you can't get a copy or a question about it, please reach out to us. Thank you very much for those of you who joined us earlier this week, and thank you all for who are listening right now. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.